All right, ready to dive into some crypto?
Always.
Cool. Today we're looking at a beginner's guide to investing in cryptocurrency.
Oh, yeah, the one from Finance Feeds.
That's the one, by Jack R. Mitchell, published just this week.
Seems like crypto's really hit in the mainstream, you know?
Yeah, this guide definitely feels like it's for a wider audience than just, like, the Tempe folks.
For sure.
So blockchain, Bitcoin, everyone kind of knows the buzzwords, but
But there's always more to learn.
exactly.
Like, beyond Bitcoin, this article gets into Ethereum, Litecoin.
Ripple. Yeah.
Right. It's a whole world out there.
It can be overwhelming, though, that's for sure. One thing this guide stresses is research, which
Oh, absolutely. Crucial, especially with these wild price swings you see.
makes you want to jump in. But
This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. This article really hammers that home.
yeah, it talks about white papers, keeping up with news, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, all that.
And don't underestimate online communities either, like Reddit, Telegram groups.
I was just going to say that. You think those are helpful?
Totally. People in those groups have seen it all, you know? They can offer insights, tips, warnings even.
Saves you from making those rookie mistakes.
Exactly.
So, okay, you've done your research. How do you actually get crypto?
The guide focuses on exchanges, probably the easiest way to start.
Makes sense.
But choosing the right exchange, that's key. Security is huge EE.
yeah, they talk about two-factor authentication, cold storage for your funds.
And don't be shy about contacting the exchange's support if you can't find that info easily.
It's like picking a bank, right? You want to know your money's safe.
Exactly. And read those user reviews, too.
Oh, good point.
Don't just look at the good ones. The negative reviews can tell you a lot.
What to watch out for, yeah.
And speaking of things to watch out for, fees. Those can sneak up on you.
Oh, right. Blockchain fees, exchange fees. Got to factor those in.
For sure.
Okay, so you bought some crypto. Now where do you put it?
Wallet time. The article compares it to choosing a safe for your valuables.
Like a digital safe.
Exactly. You've got hot wallets, always connected to the internet, convenient but riskier.
And cold wallets, offline, more secure, but less handy for everyday use.
Right. They suggest a mix: hot wallet for smaller transactions, cold wallet for the bulk of your holdings.
That's a good system.
And another key point: diversification.
Yeah.
Don't put all your eggs in one crypto basket.
Especially in this market. It's tempting you see a coin going up and you're like,
Gotta get in on that. But the guide warns against FOMO, that fear of missing out. Stick to your research.
and that age-old advice. Only invest what you can afford to lose.
Always good advice.
Okay, before we go to part 2, can't forget about taxes.
Oh, right, the not-so-fun part.
People think digital currency, no taxes. But
Nope, the article's clear about that. Those crypto earnings, often taxable income.
gotta keep good records, maybe talk to a tax pro.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, especially with all these crypto regulations changing all the time.
Good point. Wow, we've covered a lot. Types of crypto, exchanges, wallets, diversification, taxes.
It's a lot, but it's all important.
Definitely. And I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Oh yeah, lots more to explore in part 2.
Back again, ready for more crypto talk.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got the basics down. But what I always wonder is, like, what actually moves the crypto market?
The million-dollar question.
Right, Bitcoin going up, down, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's behind all that?
Well, part of it is just basic economics, supply and demand. Limited supply, high demand, price goes up.
Yeah, makes sense. But it's not just that, is it? It feels like news, social media, all that plays a role.
Oh, huge role. Public sentiment is powerful. You get some positive news, some bigwig endorses a coin.
Like Elon Musk with Dogecoin.
Exactly. Prices can skyrocket.
And I bet bad news does the opposite.
Absolutely. Negative press, regulations, security breaches, that can trigger a sell-off. Prices plummet.
So it's like, got to watch the whole picture, not just pick a coin and hope for the best.
Exactly. Which brings us to the hype cycle.
Oh yeah, I've heard that term. Like a roller coaster for crypto prices.
Kind of. It describes how new tech, crypto included, goes through these phases. First, crazy high expectations.
Everyone's jumping in, prices are soaring.
Right, FOMO takes over. Then reality sets in.
The party's over, got to clean up the mess.
Huh, good analogy. But eventually, things settle down, the tech finds its purpose, we reach a plateau of,
Actual usefulness.
Exactly. Crypto's still young, we're still figuring it out.
So long-term thinking, not just chasing hype, makes sense. But with so many cryptocurrencies, how do you even choose?
Research due diligence. You got to understand what a coin is for, what problem does it solve, who's behind it.
It's like investing in a company, right? not just looking at the stock price.
Exactly. Look at market cap, trading volume, price history.
Okay, so market cap, that's like the total value of all the coins.
Right. Bigger cap, generally bigger, more established project.
Trading volume, that's how much is being bought and sold daily.
Yep. High volume means lots of interest, good liquidity.
And price history, that shows you how volatile a coin is, how it reacts to stuff.
Exactly. It's all about getting a feel for the coin's track record.
Starting to make sense now. So we look at the team, the tech. Any red flags there?
Team's got to be solid, experienced, with a clear vision. Tech should be innovative, actually solving a problem.
Substance over hype.
Right. And don't forget the community. A strong, active community can be a huge asset for a coin.
They're like the cheerleaders, the support system.
Exactly. Now, gotta talk about pitfalls, too. Things people mess up when they start investing.
Oh, good point. Like what?
Number one, investing based on emotion. FOMO, hype, all that. Got to be rational, research, understand the risks.
Easy to get swept up in the excitement.
For sure. Also, not having a plan. How much are you investing? What your goals? What's your risk tolerance?
Like a crypto roadmap.
Exactly. And never forget, never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Sobering, but true. But man, the potential of crypto, it's still exciting. Feels like a revolution brewing.
It is exciting. But yeah, got to be cautious, do your research, don't get blinded by the hype.
So big picture, what's the future of crypto?
Well, predictions are tough. Things change so fast.
Like predicting the weather in a hurricane, right?
Pretty much. But we're seeing some trends. Businesses, institutions, they're adopting crypto more and more.
Like Microsoft taking Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, and banks are dipping their toes in, too.
It's going mainstream.
It is. And that'll drive even more innovation. Imagine using crypto for everyday stuff.
Groceries, rent, online shopping, all that.
Exactly. And blockchain itself can revolutionize all sorts of things. Supply chains, voting, even protecting intellectual property.
Wow, blockchain solving world problems.
The potential is huge. It's early days. We're just scratching the surface.
Mind-blowing. But with all this potential, there's got to be some risk too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Crypto's still volatile. There's regulation issues, security concerns, scams to watch out for.
Please be careful.
Exactly. But the potential rewards, they're huge. Crypto could change everything about how we think about money, finance, society.
Okay, so someone's listening, they're interested, but hesitant. What's your advice?
Educate yourself. There's tons of info out there. Take your time, research, ask questions. It's like learning anything new. It takes practice.
And crypto's always changing.
Yeah.
Right? Got to stay curious.
Exactly.
We've covered so much, it's a lot to take in.
It is, but hopefully it's a good starting point.
Definitely. Thanks for all the insights.
My pleasure.
Okay, last part of our crypto deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
but going back to the guide, something that really stood out was DeFi.
Oh, yeah. DeFi, decentralized finance. That's a hot topic.
It is, and it's kind of hard to wrap your head around, like, what is it really?
It's about creating a financial system that's open to everyone without needing banks or those traditional middlemen.
So cutting out the big institutions,
Yeah.
putting power back in the hands of individuals.
That's the idea. DeFi uses blockchain and these things called smart contracts.
Yeah, the guide mentions those, but I'm still a little fuzzy on how they work.
Think of them as like digital agreements. They automatically execute when certain conditions are met. No need for a middleman to,
To oversee things.
Right. So say you want to borrow some crypto, instead of going to a bank,
You go to, like, a DeFi platform.
exactly, they connect you directly with a lender through a smart contract. And because it's all on the blockchain,
And transparent. Everyone can see what's happening.
exactly, no more black boxes.
Wow. It really could change everything, huh? What kind of DeFi stuff is out there right now?
Oh, tons of things. Decentralized exchanges, so you can trade crypto without those big centralized exchanges.
I see.
Lending platforms, crypto loans, no credit checks, even insurance for those smart contracts in case something goes wrong.
So it's like a whole parallel financial system is emerging.
It is,
Hmm.
but it's not without its challenges, of course.
Yeah, what are some of the things holding DeFi back?
Scalability is a big one. Can these platforms handle millions of users, tons of transactions all at once? That's still being worked out.
Makes sense. And security too, right? We talked about secure exchanges and wallets, but
But with DeFi, you also have to worry about the smart contracts themselves. If there's a flaw in the code,
hackers could exploit it.
exactly, auditing those contracts, making sure they're secure, that's super important.
The guide even says to check if an exchange has had, like, a third-party security audit, right?
Yeah, that's a good sign. So DeFi, it's promising, it's got huge potential.
But still early days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the theme of this whole conversation, right? Crypto is constantly evolving, changing.
What's new today might be old news tomorrow.
Exactly. Gotta stay curious, keep learning.
Well, I've learned a ton from this deep dive. Really appreciate you breaking it all down.
Happy to do it. It's an exciting space to be in, that's for sure.
It is. And for our listeners, if you want to explore further, check out the article we've been talking about, A Beginner's Guide to Investing in Cryptocurrency by Jack R. Mitchell. You'll find a link in the show notes. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and until next time, keep exploring the world of crypto.